Hello, Broadway.com. My name is Zachary Noah Piser, and I currently play Spencer in Redwood on Broadway, now playing at the Nederlander Theater, starring the one and only Idina Menzel. And welcome, officially, to my vlog series, Family Tree. This is really exciting. I feel like, as all theater people are wont to do, I have watched these vlogs pretty dutifully for 10 years. I remember specifically loving Fly Girl with Lindsay Mendez, and then when I found out that I was going to be joining Wicked on Broadway as Bach, I rewatched certain parts because I was just so excited to be in that building and start that job. And while I was at Wicked, I actually made a cameo in the Shirley Ralph's Call Me Madam series. So this feels like such a full circle moment and definitely a bucket list item for me. So I am so grateful to the Broadway.com people and to all of you for joining me on this journey. What I hope to do with this series is show you all things, everything behind the scenes of Redwood on Broadway and a realistic POV of what it's like to be an actor creating a brand new role in a brand spanking new original musical. And what better week to do that to start than this week, because we are about to open this puppy up on Thursday. Just take a breath. Everything's cool. Everything's chill. Everything's fine. I'm super excited to see what we get into, and I think it's going to be a really exciting week. So come along. Mom and Dad, say hello! Hi! Let's go! Thank you, sir! Hello! Alright, we are officially at the first show of the week. It is Tuesday night. It is 7:25, which means we have 30 minutes, just over 30 minutes before the first show starts. Who knows who will come through this dressing room? I have a feeling that we will be getting some visitors. But I wanted to share with you now that one of my big goals of this vlog is to successfully bring back Broadway scares, specifically for Michael Park, because he told me that he does not scare easily, and I'm not one to back down from the challenge, so it is so. Who is it?
Just want to say hi.
Oh, come on in! I'm doing a vlog for Broadway.com, so if you don't want to be in a video, now is not the right time, but if you do, it's the Tina Landau!
Hey, peeps!
Oh, that's so
what are you
crazy.
doing, Zach?
Just a vlog for Broadway.com because they wanted me to do it, and I don't know why.
That because you're you.
It is the Tina Landau.
I came to welcome you to your next week.
Thank
Your next full week. It's a Tuesday here at the theater.
It is Tuesday,
And
first show of the
everyone
week.
deserves a big hug for welcome backness.
They'll edit all the other things out. How are you? Are you good?
I'm good.
Yeah.
Hello everyone, this is your Places Call Places. For the top of the show, we are at Places, please. Places, everyone, thank you.
First show of the week. Let's go. Good morning, Broadway.com. I am in my apartment. I am waking up slowly and gently this opening week. But I figured now might be a really great time to introduce myself to you a little bit and tell you about my journey with Redwood, the currently running Broadway musical. So I grew up in the Bay Area in California, which it's kind of crazy how life imitates art because our show takes place pretty close to where I grew up. I literally field tripped to the Redwoods multiple times growing up as a kid, as you can see here. But I am so glad that I committed to the bit of doing this for a living. And it's really all because of one production that I did at the very end of high school. And it is super cliche, so feel free to laugh. But it was my high school's production of Les Mis Junior. It's okay, I would laugh too. Where I played Jean Valjean. And here is a picture of me wearing the wig that I got to wear. Y'all, it was high school, and it was magic. I don't know. I have no other words except for to say that it really was a defining moment for me. It helped me realize that this performing in front of people is what I wanted to do. It made me realize that's the only job that I could do that would make me feel that sense of empowerment and wonder of doing what you love to do. And honestly, I've been kind of chasing that feeling ever since. So then I went to school at Northwestern University in Chicago, go Cats, where I studied both theater and biology because that makes a lot of sense as a combination. But it actually did make sense for me because I always loved studying and I always loved the sciences. And I'm really glad that I did both those things and that Northwestern allowed me to do both those things because I really got to learn at a school that was such a great research university for sciences and then also was a great performing arts school. I got to kind of have the best of both worlds. So then after school, I decided to come to New York City and I said, I'm gonna give it my best try of being an actor. And since then, I have been so incredibly fortunate in the projects and the processes that I've been able to be a part of. I was able to do the original Broadway production of K-pop, that is for the real ones right here. I was the first Asian actor to play Evan in Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway. And I also did the downtown production, off-Broadway production of Sweeney Todd that was set in a pie shop. That was so cool. What a cool chapter that was. And I've also done a couple other things. And now I get to do Redwood on Broadway. What? That's so cool. Okay, so I have been interrupted in my introduction because there is someone who would very much like to make your acquaintance. She is the most talented, the most famous, the most loved thing on the planet by me. What a weird sentence. It is my dog. This is Scout. She loves to be picked up in this way, as you can tell, but she is going to be making a lot of appearances, I think, on this vlog. So if you like dogs, yay. If you don't, I'm sorry. Got anything to say? Just know that in every vlog that I do in this apartment, this is what is happening right below me. So I figured I would tell you a little bit about my Redwood history with the production. I was very fortunate to get a listen to Kate, who is our composer and co-lyricist, her music about a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago. And I remember so vividly, I was in this room listening to one of her songs, and I remember being so overcome with emotions because her music is so visceral, and I just knew that I had to be a part of that process just from listening to a couple of her demos. I also knew that Tina was the co-conceiver and the writer and the co-lyricist and the director, and Tina, has been one of those directors for me, like top 5, if not shorter list of people that I want to work with. And so I really just jumped at that opportunity as soon as I knew what the creative team looked like. So I was actually able to join a pretty early workshop reading of the piece where I got to meet Adina and see her do her thing without the stage, without all the lights and the climbing and all those extra aspects that add, so much extra things to a production. She was standing at a music stand telling this incredibly deep, complicated, beautiful story, and I was blown away by her talent. And that just further confirmed that I knew that I had to be a part of this piece. And so after that, we then did an out-of-town tryout at La Jolla Playhouse. I love you, La Jolla Playhouse. It was so amazing to do a production there. It was my first time ever working at La Jolla Playhouse. I absolutely loved it for many reasons. One of them being that I got to escape the New York winter and instead be on a beach. Highly recommend that. And then throughout 2024, we did some workshops here and there, and then found out in the middle of the year, I would say, that we would be transferring to Broadway. So that journey, even just saying it out loud, is such a pinch me kind of journey for an actor, because I feel like it's so rare that we get to be a part of the nascent beginnings of a piece and then see it all the way to fruition to Le Broadway. So I am so eternally grateful for that opportunity. And I love playing the role of Spencer so much because so much of my DNA is baked into him. DNA of when I was a kid, of who I am now, is baked into this character, and that is such a rarity in and of itself. I feel like usually we have to find little pieces of ourselves that we can have in common with a character, and that's the case here. I'm obviously not exactly like Spencer, but being a part of the creative process so early on helped me really discover Spencer with the creative team, and I just am so obsessed that he leads with his heart in this story. I came in to my dressing room to this box from Save the Redwoods League, one of our partners, so we're gonna open it together. Look at that. Okay, I have finally opened the box. I am embarrassed to say how long that took me, but before we get into what is in here, I want to read you the mission statement from the website of Save the Redwoods League. Save the Redwoods League is one of the nation's longest-running conservation nonprofits, with a mission to protect and regenerate the redwood forests and connect people to these global treasures. Please check them out at our partner link, which I provided for you here, of all the partners that we are currently collaborating with as a Broadway production. It's some pretty amazing stuff. Okay. Let's get into the unboxing, shall we? First up, a tumbler. Yes, that says Save the Redwood League. Obsessed. Hopefully that focused. Yes, we'll use that for tea tonight. It says iron-on patches, and these patches are a bunch of these beautiful pins which say Save the Redwood League. Yes! Oh, come on. We got some stunner shades that say Save the Redwood League on them. I mean, come on. the magazine of Save the Redwoods League. Look at that beauty. Beautiful. A tote bag, Forever Forest, the campaign for the Redwoods. Okay, this is my first unboxing I've ever done, but I think maybe it is the best unboxing because I'm obsessed with everything. And most importantly, come on, a vest. Okay, gonna wear this today. This is my new costume. Sorry, Tony and costume design team of Redwood. I think they will understand. And also, holy cow, a Columbia jacket too that says Save the Redwoods League. That was officially the best care package I have ever received. Thank you so much, Save the Redwoods League. I'm so in awe of the work that you do and appreciate the time and care put into making this package for me here at the Nederlander Theater. Thank you so much. Broadway.com fam, go check them out. Here's their link. And check out the amazing work that they're doing to restore redwood forests. All right, so we are currently on Broadway Scares, Michael Park. Part 1, and I have a visitor who's hiding right there. Okay, Kate, say hi. That's Kate.
I'm here to scare Michael.
That's our composer and co-lyricist, and now we're gonna try. Okay, ready? Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Come in. I want to introduce you.
What?
Come in. I want to introduce you.
Got you.
No.
Gosh, you did so good. Was that not it? How would
That
you
was
rate
not
that
on my part.
on a scare on a scare value of like 0 to 10? How was that?
Goosebumps.
Good morning. It is the day of the show, y'all. We are opening Redwood on Broadway tonight. Okay. I will see you at the theater very soon.
Okay, we are at the theater. Look at all these crazy gifts that have amassed somehow on top of my dressing room. I am such a lucky boy. And we are ready to open this puppy up. Ow! Let's go. Whee! Okay, we're going on the stage for a little huddle up. I don't know if you're allowed to see this, but if you are... What? Holy cow! Broadway, it's the Nederlander Theater. Say hi, Broadway.com. Yeah! Perhaps most importantly, there is a dog. Hi, dog. Roof. You are our secret angel. Look who it is.
I don't know if it's in the key.
Do it. She still got it. Hey, Dino Mazel. That was way higher. We are ready. Let's do this, mama.
May we be like the redwoods and able to withstand the storms and the fires that come our way in whatever form they come, and persevere, and because we are holding each other up with our roots, make new and beautiful life with and for each other. Thank you all so much for the opportunity. Thank you.
What did we just do?
We just opened Redwood.
We just opened Redwood on Broadway. Look at the fit. Come on, come on, come
so
on,
you
come
can't
on,
really
come
get-
on. Yeah.
I'll take this off for you.
That's a good fit. Look at that. Good job. Now you show them me.
Fit check. Hey, you just look so good.
We did it. We'll see you at the after party. Bye. All right, we're showing you. This is the ghost light on the very opening of Redwood on Broadway. We did it, y'all. Now let's go to the party, shall we? Okay, I promise to do a more in-depth dressing room tour if that is something that you're interested in. But I do have a very important piece of furniture here, and that is this couch, which I'm thinking for the rest of the series, I might do a little mini-series called On the Couch with Spence. Ha! Look at that magic. Where I interview some special guests throughout the series. But for this very first week, you are stuck with me. And speaking of first week, thank you very much for joining me for this very first episode of my Family Tree Broadway.com blog series. Yes! I hope that you enjoyed getting to know me a little bit and the show a little bit, and I hope you enjoyed the opening week and opening night festivities. I know I sure as heck did. And I'm really excited for what the rest of this series will hold. So before you forget right now, find me on Instagram at Zach_Piser, and also our show's Instagram at Redwood Musical, and all the other social platforms. I'm so bad at that, wherever they exist. And shoot me and us a note about what you are wanting to see throughout this vlog. You never know what might make the final cut. Okay, see you next week.